Hi, in this video I'm going to look at PSLE 2020 Paper 1 Booklet B. Okay, I previously created a video on PSLE 2020 Paper 1 Booklet A. If you are interested, you can actually go and search for the video in my channel itself. Okay, let's begin. Question 16. Round 1385845 to the nearest 100. So first we need to identify where is the 100 position. So this is the 1, this is the 10, and this is the 100. So 8 is the 100 position. So you want to round to the nearest 100, you look at the number before it, which is the 10. So if in this case is 4, 4 is less than 5. So in this case we just round to the 0. So it's 13800. So that's how it works. Okay. Question 17. Write down the common factor for common multiplier of 4 and 6 that are smaller than 30. So in this case you do 4 times 2 8 times 3 12 times 4 16 times 5 times 4 is 16 times 5 is 20 times 6 is 24 times 7 is 28. Now you look at 6 times 2 is 12 times 3 is 18 times 4 is 24 times 5 is 30. So in this case you ignore 30 because you're looking for those that are smaller than 30. Now you look at the common multiple. So is 12 is the same, 24 is the same. So the answer is 12 and 24. Okay. Question 18. Find the value of 3/4 divided by 15. Give your answer as a fraction to the simplest form. So we have 3 over 4 divided by 15. So you have 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 15. Divide by 3 you get 1. Divide by 3 you get 5. 1 times 1 on top. Numerator is 1. 4 times 5 is 20. So the answer is 1 over 20. Question 19. TV has $10 and she spent 95 cents on a bun and 60 cents on the drink. How much does TV has left? Okay, so first we find out how much she spent. 95 cents plus 60 cents. 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 times 6 is 155. Okay, so she has initially $10 or 1,000 cents. You minus away 155. Okay, you subtract 9. 10 5 is 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 1 is 8. 845 cents, or is $8.45. Question 20. The figure is made up of equilateral triangle. What fraction of the figure is shaded? So in this case, if you equilateral triangle means that the triangle, the length is the same for the three sides. So if you look at this is one triangle or 4 triangle inside. So if I draw it this way, and I draw it this way, and I draw it this way, okay, you count 1 2 3 4. There's 4 triangle on top. 1 2 3 4. There's 4 triangle below. 1 2 3 4. There's 4 triangle on the left. 1 2 3 4. There's 4 triangle on the right. So total there is 16 triangle. Okay. So how many of them is shaded? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 of them is shaded. So the answer is 5 over 16. Okay. Question 21. Find the value of each expression when m is equal to 5. So basically you need to replace m with 5. So 7m plus 6. So 7m plus 6. So you replace all the m with 5. You become 7 times 5 plus 6. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 6, so it's equal to 41. So the answer is 41. Question B, 2m minus m over 9. So it's 2 times 5 minus 5 over 9. So 2 times 5 is 10 minus 5 over 9. 10 minus 5 over 9 is actually 9. Then you got 1, so is 4 over 9. So the answer is 9, 4 over 9. Okay. So for those who do not know how to subtract, okay, for the kids who do not know how to subtract, so 10 minus 5 over 9, so you convert them to common denominator. This is as good as 10 over 1, so below you times 9, on top you times 9, so it's 90 over 9 minus 5 over 9, so you get 85 over 9. Okay, so you use your 9 term table, 9, 9, 81, so it must be 9 here. So 81, 85 minus 81 is 4, so we left with 4 over 9. Question 22. Okay, in the square grid, okay, you need to identify point what is equal to the west of B. So in the first place, you need to identify where is north, south, east, west. So in this case, if this is north, this must be south, this must be the west, and this must be the east. So in your case, if your kid do not know how to remember, very easy, just remember we. Okay, when you're facing the north is we. So we, the west is on the left and the east is on the right. Okay, point what is on the west of B? So this is B. So on the west of B is A. So point A is on the west of B. This is quite straightforward. Point D is the northeast point of what? Okay, so first you must see northeast. Northeast must be this direction. And when the northeast means that this length and this length must be the same. Okay, then you say that this is northeast. So point D is here. So the possible answer could be E, G, or H. Let's look. For E, you'll be 1 down, 2 to the left. So if they are not the same length, so it's not correct. For point G, 2 down and 1 to the left. So it's also not correct. For point H is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3. So it's correct. So in this case, point D is the northeast of point H. So if you from stand at point H, you look at it, this is your northeast. Question number 23. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Find angle X. So actually it's quite straightforward. What does equilateral triangle means? It means the three sides is the same. It means that they are 60 degrees, 60 degrees, and 60 degrees. So you want to find angle X. So is this angle here. So angle of a circle is 360. So to find angle X, you take 360 minus 65 minus 60. So we say X is equal to 360 minus 60 minus 65. Since you don't have a calculator, you can say that it's easier. Then 300 minus 65, it will give you 235. So the answer is 235 degree. Okay, question 24. Question 24 asks you to measure and write down the length of PR to the nearest 0.1 centimeter and the size of PQR. Okay, so in this question, basically you need a ruler and a protractor to measure the diagram on the exam paper itself. So in this case, since my diagram is not to size and also I cannot do the measurement to show you on the screen, I will skip this question, but I believe it's quite straightforward. Question 25. Okay, so the graph shows the temperature of soup in the pot from 7 to 7:35. This is also 7 to 7:35, and this is the temperature. So the question is, what was the temperature of the soup at 7:30? So 7:30 is here, so the point is here. So what is the temperature? Let's look. This 80, this is 900, so this must be 90 in the middle. And this point is between 90 and 100, so it has to be 95. So the answer is 95 degrees Celsius. Don't worry about the unit because the unit will be provided in the answer sheet. What was the increase in temperature per minute over the first 5 minutes? So the first 5 minutes is here. This is the first 5 minutes. What is the temperature change from 20 to 60? So the temperature change is 60 minus 20 is equal to 40. So this is 40 degrees changes over 5 minutes, but per minute. So there's 5 minutes, so you divide by 5. So 40 divided by 5 is 8. So the answer is 8 degrees Celsius change per minute. As I said, don't worry about the unit. You just write the answer 8 because the units are provided in the answer sheet. Okay, question 26. Question 66 basically say what is the percentage discount for the bag shown? So the sales price is 48, the usual price is 60. So how much money was being discounted? So it's 60 minus 48. You realize that it is 12. So there's a discount of $12. So you convert the percentage. So 12 out of 60. You divide by 12, you get 1. You divide by 12, you get 5. So it's equal to 1/5. Okay? So you convert 1/5 to percentage, you basically multiply by percent. So you minus, divide by 5, you get 1, divide by 5, you get 20. So it's 20%. So the answer is 20%. Question 27. Okay, question 27 shows, let's see if I can get the question on the screen correctly. Okay, that's the best I can get. Okay, the table shows the number of storybook read by each pupil in the group. Part of the table was covered by the ink, so which means that here is a blank off, you cannot see. There are 45 people who read books, at least 2 storybooks. So at least 2 storybooks, 2, 3 or 4. So which means that you're telling you that the sum of here must be 45. Here to here is 45. In each of the statement, either true, false or not possible to tell from the information given. For each statement, put a tick to indicate your answer. So first question is, 7 pupils did not read any storybook. Is it true? Did not read any 7 storybook is 0. So 7 pupils, yes, it's true. There were 80 pupils in the group. So now you need to find the total. Is it 80? So 45 here, 8 here, and 7. So you get 45 plus 8 plus 7. So 45 plus 8 plus 7, that will give you 60. So total there's only 60 pupils, but here he said 80, so it's false. Okay, the last part. The number of people who read 3 storybooks is equal to the number of people who read 4 storybooks. Is it true? So what he's saying that these two numbers is the same. So let's check. Total there's 45 students who read 2 or more books. So if 20 of them read 2 books, so it must be left with 25 of them that read 3 or 4 books. But if you take 25 divided by 2, it will be 12.5. But you cannot have 12.5 students reading 3 books and 12.5 students reading 4 books. It is either 12, 13 or 14. So in this case, it is false. These two numbers can never be the same because it's an odd number. Okay, let's look at question number 28. A row of tapes has styles and heart printed on the repeated pattern. Okay, Mabel cut a piece of tape from the row. In that piece, there are 135 styles. Find the possible numbers of hearts on that piece of tape. So the possible number is here. Remember, it's numbers. Okay, it's a hint given to you. So first you look for the repeated pattern. So you got 2 star, a heart, 1 star, a heart, 2 star, a heart. So if we cut it here, okay, we cut it here, we can simply say that for every 3 star, we will get 2 heart. 3 star, 2 heart. So the question says you got 135 star, so total will be 135 star. So how many set will we get? So 3 star is too hard. So we have 45. Is it 45? Yeah, 135 divided by 3 is 45. So we have 45 sets. Okay, and remember each set we can get 2 star. So 45 times 2 will give me 90 hearts. Okay, so this is heart, this is star. Okay, so one of the answer will be 90. Why I say one of the answer? Because remember the last set, we don't know where exactly Mabel cut. If she cut here, it'll be 90. But if she cut here, it'll be 89. Reason is that it still give me 135 star. Whether she cut here or she cut here, still give me 135 star. But there is a difference between either I get 89 heart or 90 heart. That's why the question say possible numbers. It already give you a hint there is two answers there. Okay, so in this case, the answer is 89 or 90. Okay, question 29. The figure shows a square divided into two smaller square of A and D. So these two are square, and two rectangle B and C. The total parameters rectangle B and rectangle C is 48 centimeter. The area of the square A is 25. So if this is a square and the area is 25, all he's telling me is that the side here is 5 centimeter, the side here is 5 centimeter. So if the side here is 5 centimeter, here 5 centimeter, it's also telling me here is 5, here is 5. Okay, so if you look at A and C, you look at B and C, this is C. So on top has to be 5, below has to be 5. You look at B, it has to be 5, it has to be 5. And this length and this length we do not know, but we know that D is a square. So if we call it X, this must be X. So if this is X, this must be X, this must be X, this must be X. Okay, so now we know that B and C total parameter is 48. So which means that if this 4, 5 plus X plus 5 plus X, 5 plus X plus 5 plus X will give me 48. So total there will be 4x, 1x, 2x, 3x, y plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 10, so it's 20, must give me 48. So 4x will give me 48 minus 20. 4x will give me 28. X will give me 7. So which means that we know that this is 7 centimeter and this is 7 centimeter. So what is the area of D? 7 times 7 will give me 7 times 7 will give me 49 centimeter square. So the answer is 49 centimeter square. Okay, pardon me, I do my working this way because I'm doing it on the tablet itself. Okay, but your child should do a proper presentation. Okay. Okay, this is the last question. A trapezium ABCD and a right angle triangle. So this is a trapezium ABC and D, and a right angle triangle. So this is a right angle triangle is drawn on the square grid inside the box. Okay. So the question number 1 says that, okay, by joining the dots on the grid, draw another trapezium ABCF such that AF is longer than BC. So this is BC. You must draw something that is longer than BC. So remember, for trapezium, you must draw another parallel line. Okay, because you want to do ABCF. Okay, so it has to be a parallel line. So to draw a parallel line is quite straightforward. You look, this is 1 down, 1, 2, 3, and 3 to the right. So I do 1 down, 1, 2, 3. So this is a point. So but if I join here, then my AF is no longer not equal to longer than BC. So I do another time 1 down, 1, 2, 3. So this is the point. Okay, I just use freehand and draw first. So this is the point, and we call this F. Okay. Okay, the next question is a bit tricky. Draw another triangle ABG such that it is the same area as ABE. Triangle ABG must not overlap trapezium ABCD. So which means that you cannot draw something that is here because it will overlap. It has to be somewhere here. So, and the key thing is same area. Okay, it's not the same shape. That's where the children will get confused. So area of triangle is equal to half times base times height. Okay, so if as long as my base and the height is the same, my triangle, the area of the triangle is always the same. So what does that mean? So if I have something that is here, let's say the base is here. If I have a triangle that is like that, this is the base, the height is 1 unit. Okay, with the same base, if I have another triangle here, the height is also 1 unit. I can say that this triangle, the area is equal to this triangle area. Okay, so this is a very important concept. Okay, so in this diagram, okay, I have this line. I want to do ABG. So I take AB as my base. So I remain my base the same. So now all I need is to draw something that is of the same height. So to draw something on the same height, all I need is to draw a line that is parallel to this line that is here. So if this line is parallel, then the height will be between the base and the height will be the same. So to draw a parallel line, okay, so what I need is to look at how do I get it correct. So you see A to B is 1, 2 up. So I say, so for E will be 1, 2 up. So this is the point. So if I join this point and join this point, okay, of course you must use ruler to draw it nicely and label it as G. This will be the answer. Because the height is the same, the area will be the same. And that's exactly what the question was asking. Okay, I have pre-drawn a diagram for you so that it looks neat. So this is how the answer will look like. Okay, I hope you find this video helpful. In the coming weeks, I should be doing PSLE either 2019 or 2021 Booklet A, and hope you'll be useful to your child. So if you could subscribe to my channel, then once the video is up, you will get a notification. Thank you very much.